When the jump gate malfunctioned, the crew believed no one should attempt a manual override. But one person did not hear the warning in time. That person was Liam, a young technician who thought he was only stabilizing a power relay. He touched the panel, the circuit surged, and a bright white flash swallowed him whole. In less than a heartbeat, he vanished from his ship and reappeared in a place that did not belong to any human chart. He stood on an open platform of smooth silver stone that glowed under his boots. A soft, warm wind brushed past him and carried a faint scent like blooming fruit. When his vision adjusted, he saw towers carved like spirals, with shining blue veins running along their sides. None of it made sense to him. Liam lifted his hands slowly, because he felt an odd tingling around his skin. It was like tiny sparks of harmless static dancing in the air. He turned in a slow circle and tried to find a familiar sign or insignia. He found none. The sky above him shimmered with two moons that moved closer together than any he had ever seen. Clouds drifted in thin ribbons rather than thick shapes. The horizon curved in a soft green glow. He had no idea if he was on a planet or a structure floating in space before he could take a step. A sound echoed across the platform. It was gentle but strong, like a bell struck underwater. Liam looked toward the source and saw a group of tall figures emerge from a luminous archway. Their skin carried faint patterns that moved slowly like living paint. Their eyes were large, bright, and expressive. They wore flowing robes with lines of light that shifted each time they moved. Liam froze, unsure if they saw him as a threat. The group parted when a smaller figure stepped forward. She was taller than him, yet delicate in posture. Her robe was layered in soft silver and sky blue. A faint crown shaped like curved leaves sat on her head. Her eyes were wide with surprise the moment she saw Liam. For a second she forgot the calm grace her people were known for. Her mouth parted in shock, and she took one step back. Her attendants raised their arms, as if ready to shield her. But she lifted her hand gently, and they lowered their stance again. Liam swallowed, raised his empty hands, and hoped they could somehow understand him. The princess approached slowly. Her steps were measured, but curious. Her eyes scanned him from head to toe, as if she was trying to decide whether he was real. When she reached a comfortable distance, she stopped. Her voice carried a soft musical tone as she spoke words he did not understand. Liam shook his head slowly and pointed to his ears. She paused and then spoke again, this time touching a small device near her waist. When she repeated her words, he understood her voice in his language. "You are not from our realm. How did you arrive here?" Liam let out a nervous breath. "I think it was an accident. My ship suffered a jump gate issue. I did not mean to come here." The princess tilted her head. Her eyes softened. "You arrived without intention. That explains the sudden surge in the gate pillar. Our sensors detected a disturbance, but no arrival signature. Yet here you stand." She circled him carefully. Liam stayed still. She observed him with fascination. "Your form is unlike ours, yet resonates with similar structure. Your energy signature is dense, but not harmful. You are a mystery." Liam tried to keep his voice steady. "I promise I am not dangerous. I was trying to fix something and ended up here. If you can help me get home, I would be grateful." The princess looked at her attendants, who exchanged cautious glances. Then she returned her gaze to Liam. "My name is Alira. I am the daughter of the High Guardian. This place is the inner sanctuary of our ruling house. The fact that you appeared inside our most secure space is something no visitor has ever done. Not even our own scholars can bypass the layers that protect this place." Liam blinked. "I really did not plan this." Alira studied him for a long moment. She did not see any deception in his expression. She gestured for him to follow. Her attendants remained close, but did not show hostility. Liam walked with her through the luminous archway. The moment he crossed the threshold, he felt a gentle wave pass over him, as if the air itself inspected him. The halls were tall and graceful, shaped with curves and flowing lines rather than angles. Light traveled like soft streams along the walls. The sounds of distant chimes echoed from places he could not see. Alira spoke as they walked. "Your accident has created concern. Our council may believe you are an intruder, but your energy does not match that of any enemy we know. If your arrival was truly random, then we must learn how your world functions. No one from the outside has ever breached this sanctuary. Your presence alone suggests your kind possesses knowledge unknown to us." Liam shook his head. "I am only a technician. My people know a lot about machines, but nothing like this. I think the gate malfunction broke some rule we did not know existed." Alira paused. "Sometimes the universe reveals a path to those who are unaware they walk it. Your arrival may not be without purpose." They reached a large chamber with a round pool in the center. Soft blue light rose from its surface. The ceiling above shifted like a slow-moving sky. Alira gestured at the pool. "This is the Well of Echoes. It reads energy memories. If you place your hand above the surface, it will project your last imprint. Through it, we may understand how you arrived." Liam hesitated but trusted she meant no harm. He extended his hand. A soft mist rose and wrapped around his fingers. The pool shimmered and projected a floating image of the malfunctioning junk gate, the sparks, and the blinding flash. The attendants murmured among themselves. Alira watched closely. When the memory faded, she nodded. "Your arrival was indeed accidental. The gate in your world connected with a dormant pathway here, a path that should no longer exist. Something reopened it." Liam asked quietly, "Does that mean I cannot go back?" Alira looked thoughtful. "Not impossible, but not simple. We must stabilize the ancient path that brought you. Only then can we reverse it. You will need to stay within the sanctuary until our council gives permission. But I will speak for you." Liam bowed his head in gratitude. "Thank you. I appreciate your help." Alira touched her chest lightly in her people's gesture of respect. "You showed honesty when others might have shown fear. For that, I respect you. But know this. Your presence here will shape how our world views your kind. If you carry yourself with honor, they may see you as a friend. If not, they may fear you." Liam nodded. "I will try my best. I do not want to cause trouble." Alira gave a faint smile. It was the first hint of warmth she had shown since meeting him. She led him to a smaller room that opened to a balcony overlooking a gentle forest glowing with strands of light. "You may rest here until I return. Do not wander beyond this area. Our guards may not recognize you." Liam looked at the view with awe. "I understand. Thank you for trusting me." Alira stepped back. For a moment, she studied him again. The surprise she felt earlier had softened into curiosity. "When I first saw you, I thought you were a phantom. No one should appear in the sanctuary without intention. Yet you stood there with confusion and sincerity. It was clear you were not a threat. Still, your presence shocked me. I had studied many outsiders, but I had never seen one appear in such an impossible manner." Liam smiled a little. "I was just as shocked." Alira nodded. "Rest now. You will face many questions soon." She left with her attendants. The door closed with a soft hum. Liam finally let his shoulders relax. He sat near the balcony and allowed himself to breathe. He wondered if his crew back home even knew what happened to him. He hoped the gate did not explode. He hoped they were safe. Hours passed gently. The sky shifted in colors he had never seen. Birds with shimmering wings soared above the treetops. Liam tried not to feel lost. He reminded himself that he had faced stressful situations before, but nothing like this. He was alone in a world that did not know him, surrounded by beings far more advanced. A soft knock sounded at the door. Alira stepped inside without the guards. She seemed quieter. "I spoke with the council. They wish to meet you. They are cautious but willing to listen. If you answer truthfully and remain calm, they will accept you." Liam stood. "I will do my best." Alira gave him an encouraging nod. "Follow me." They walked through long bridges and open halls until they reached a chamber with a round table of glowing stone. Several elders sat in tall seats. Their faces carried wisdom and age. They observed Liam with a mix of curiosity and caution. The meeting began with questions about his world. Liam answered honestly. He described human history, their struggles, their growth in science, and their search for understanding. The elders listened without interruption. They found it remarkable that humans came from a world considered tough and unpredictable. They admired the resilience required to thrive in such an environment. One elder spoke. "Your kind has endured much. You grow strong in conditions that would weaken others. It is rare to find such spirit." Another added, "Yet you carry humility, a balance many lack." The council discussed his fate among themselves. Finally, the lead elder turned to Alira. "Princess, your judgment guided us today. What is your recommendation?" Alira stood with calm grace. "He is honest. He seeks only to return home. He carries no threat and shows willingness to cooperate. I ask that we assist him." The council agreed. The elder addressed Liam. "We will attempt to reopen the ancient path. It will take time. Until then, you may remain here as a guest. Princess Alira will oversee."